Hi, certainly glad you could join me today. Thought today we'd do just a fantastic little painting, and I think you'll enjoy this one. So let's start out and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with me. And while they're doing that, let me show you what I've done up here. I have my standard old 18 by 24 inch canvas, but you use whatever size you want. And today I've cut out an oval out of just contact paper and stuck on there. But what's different, inside of this oval, I've covered the center of this with liquid clear right in here. And then on the top and the bottom, I've put liquid white and just let them blend together. Today we're going to do something that's a little different, and I want this to stay very transparent in here. That's the reason we have the clear in here. And when you apply this clear, apply very, very little. I can't say that enough. Shoot, one can of that will last you probably the rest of your life. It takes very little. Biggest mistake made is applying too much. So let's just have some fun. Shoot, I'm going to start off with a little touch of the phthalo blue today on the 2-inch brush. Just take a little out, tap the bristles firmly into the paint. That assures that we have a nice even distribution of color all the way through the bristles. Okay, let's go up here. Now then, let's just lay in a happy little sky, just making little crisscross strokes. Start at the top and work downward. And by working downward, that's going to mix with the liquid white, and automatically, it's going to get lighter and lighter in value as it travels downward. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Let it work by itself. You don't have to worry about it here. Let it happen. Okay? Maybe we'll have a little water in here. You know me, I love water. So maybe down here on the bottom, we'll just come right across like so. There. Same color, just phthalo blue. And come from the other side. I'm trying to leave a little area open here. And if everything works just right, when we're all finished, that'll look like a little sheen of light coming across the water. And that too will happen automatically for you. There. Maybe we'll put some buildings today that are sitting out here on the edge of the water. I live in Florida, which I think I've mentioned several times. And close to where I live is the St. Johns River. And there's a lot of beautiful, beautiful buildings that sit right on the river. And some of the best fishing in the country. Whew. Boy, it's nice. Okay, I'll wash the old brush. We just wash it with odorless thinner. Give it a good shake. And just beat the devil out of it. Very lightly now. Very lightly. We just blend all this water area right together. There. And see, that light area remains in there. It's your good friend. Okay, tell you what. Let's take a little black, a little Prussian blue. We'll put a happy little cloud up here. Very, very little paint on the brush, though. Very little paint, and mostly black. Okay, let's go right up here. Maybe in our world, up here in the sky, we'll put in just some little clouds using just the corner of the brush. That's all we're using. There, see? Just make little round circles. Maybe there's a happy little cloud that maybe he floats right out here. I don't know. Wherever you want him. Wherever you want him. In your world, you make this big decision and decide where these little rascals live. And just drop them in. That easy. There. Now then, let me grab a fan brush here. We'll take old fan brush. Little touch of the titanium white on it. In fact, there's more than a touch. There's a lot of paint on that brush. Just really load it up. Now then, let's go up in here. Now make some big decisions. Maybe there's some highlights on these clouds. Just use the corner of the fan brush, make little tiny circular strokes. Allow that color to just sort of blend back. There. See? Just very gentle little clouds. Maybe there's a little light playing right through there on that edge. Wherever, a little bit here. And each painting will be different and individual. We don't use any patterns, or we don't do any tracing here. This is a very free form of painting. Very, very free. Let your imagination work for you. Each of us is issued an imagination when we're born. Use it. And it's like any other muscle or anything in our body. The more you use it, the better it works. It gets strong, just like if you exercise your arm. Get strong, big. Use your imagination. There. It may be the most valuable asset that any artist can have. There we are. It's very easy to learn to paint. Very easy. Shoot, we'll teach you to paint right here. And very rapidly, the problem does not end up being what to paint. Or how to paint, I'm sorry, but what to paint. Yeah, what to paint becomes much more difficult than how to paint. Put another little layer in that. Sometimes my tongue gets over my eye teeth and I can't see what I'm saying. There. Okay, just blend that right out. There we go. And that quick, we have just a very nice little sky. Very simple little sky, but very effective. Thought today we'd use the old round brush. What the heck? We'll take some black. Just go mix color in the brush. Black, some little sap green, be right back. Get a little brown, a little alizarin crimson, whatever. A little touch of the Prussian blue. Just tap. Firmly, firmly tap. Okay, let's go right up here. Now then, maybe in our world there lives some happy little trees back here. So we'll take this brush and just tap in some very basic little shapes. This brush is fantastic for making little distant tree shapes and leafy foliage things. It just works so well. There we are. Some little background trees. And this is just the dark. So we can come back and add a little bit of light and it'll show. If you put dark against dark, you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't show. If you put light against light, you have nothing. There we are. Okay. Now then. Now I want to create the illusion of a little mist down here. So I'm going to take a large brush and just tap the base of this. Just to soften. Just want to soften everything. This is where you take out all your frustrations and hostilities and everything. This is better than going home and arguing with your spouse or kicking the puppy dog around. Do it here. Doesn't hurt anybody. Makes you feel good. And when you're all done, instead of being angry, you have a beautiful painting up here. So it works for everybody. Now then, we'll take a little paint thinner. We'll find a little dark sienna and a little white. We'll mix them together there. Let me reach right over here and get a little more paint thinner. Need a little more. I want this to be very thin. There we go. See how thin that is? Almost runs right off the palette. Now we can go up in here and put the indication here and there. Just a little tree trunk. See? There. And put as few or as many as you want. It's up to you. Maybe there's a couple of old sticks and twigs that stick out here. Maybe there was a tree there one time and he passed away. There. Okay. Now, let me grab another round brush. I have a couple of them going here. Going to dip it into a little touch of the liquid white, only to thin color. And I'm going to start tapping it right into some yellows, yellow ochre, a little Indian yellow, all those nice colors. Here and there, a little bright red, whatever. Be right back and give a little sap green too. But just tap it to load the bristles.